everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green yesterday. Would like to keep in mind that Microsoft come in and guided down yesterday, so that can be bearish for a lot of other tech names. MU's pulled back this morning on a downgrade. OKTA is up on earnings beat. KSS Coles is up on buyout news. Let's keep in mind that we have non-farm payroll today and some other economic numbers. PMI is coming out around 10. The market has pulled back. Crude's down. Natural gas is down. The SPY opened up with a gap down. So not surprisingly, after that move yesterday, we did see a lot of put flow coming in at the end of the day yesterday, and that's what a lot of people were expecting, was a pullback this morning in the market due to the numbers and just making such a incredible move yesterday. So let's get started with our charts. We have AMC. We pushed up and we have pulled back. As long as we hold this 9 and 20 here, so that's a big spot to see if we push here or if we pull back. If to go be bearish, I would like to be below this 9 and 20. Still watching it. But the call ratio, we did move back to the neutral zone yesterday, the neutral area. US dollar pulled back yesterday. So it closed below the 9. This actually took some pressure off the market. This MACD is pinching. This could definitely still pull back. This could be a lower high to continue pulling back. VIX, we've been waiting and watching to get below this 50. We are below the 50. As long as we stay below this 50, we're bearish on the VIX, and we can watch UVXY puts. Definitely, where we pulled back this morning, this is definitely worth watching. The VIX may try to push today. So if it does, the 50, if this VIX does try to push, the 50 will be resistance. Apple, you have a candle pattern called a falling 3, then you have a rising 3. This is actually like a rising 2, short one candle. Still bullish. It's a nice looking chart, holding this 20. As long as we hold this 20, so pulling back right now, as long as we hold this 20 on a daily, we're still bullish on Apple. The next area is the 50 and 200 right up here, and the 50 and 200 are getting ready to cross. A lot of times when that cross happens, it's actually very late into the move down, and we start to push up after that. This is AVI. We're still bearish on AVI. You can see it continued to pull back yesterday. Pushed up at the end of the day with a lot of stocks. Everything was running at the end of the day. It's hard to find them honey badgers, them special stocks, when everything pushes in the same direction. So when everything's up, the whole market's up. You got to work a little harder to spot the leaders, the movers, the specialty stocks, the ones that look a little better than the rest of the market. Those are the ones we like to go after when it comes to catalyst, please. AMD, really nice move yesterday. Big candle, very nice move. This opened up strong out of the gate. We had it on our radar right out of the gate. It didn't have flow at first to support it. It did start getting flow, but at first there was no flow to support the move. Offered some very nice trades. Very nice trades. Very good day. Very profitable day. AFRM, they keep coming after this beat down payment sector. You still have a gap to fill down here. This is in an uptrend. You have a low, a higher low, a higher low. But we are bear flagging. You can see the little flag here, bear flagging right into resistance level to the trend line. We were rejected there, so now it's to see what we do here. This is a firm's 15-minute. This 32.22 is the 50 on the daily. It's a very big area. If you go back and look, we have not been below the 50, or not been above the 50 in a while. We've been stuck down here below it.
BDSX Biodesics announcing Research agreement with U.S. Cancer Center.
Apologize about the squawk. Firm's 15. There we go. Here's AMC's 15. You can see it put in a decent bottom down here and tried to push up yesterday. Wasn't very strong considering how strong the market was. Still watching for weakness, but those moving averages are a area of interest. AMD, this is the 15-minute chart, this huge move. You can see this flag here, flagged at 106, pulled back, took it out, 108, very big move. Once again, this is gap down this morning. Watch this 50 on your 15 for support. See how that acts there. Apple, gap down, right into the 50. Watch this 50 area. So we need to take out this 150, 134-ish area to push up today. See if we don't push up, then see if the 149-ish area holds for support. There's a very big area at 150. It's not noted on this chart, but 150 is a very, very big area for Apple. So that's the area, the first area I would be watching for support. Boeing, very nice move yesterday. I was actually watching for a possible pullback because Boeing doesn't like to hold its pops, but this made a very nice move yesterday. You can see right into resistance here. So we want to watch the 140, 50-ish area pull back into the 50. A lot of stocks are, gap down and pull back into the 50 on the 15, holding for support. BTU, putting a little tabletop in here, definitely worth watching. It's a cold play. Cleveland Clift. So let's go to the daily. We were able to hold, as strong as the market was yesterday. They come after the metal names at first and then died off and then come after the rest of the market. But as long as we're still holding this 200, you can see the 9's working its way up. The 20 swooped in here, but the 9 is working its way up to help push the price up. See what happens. The Bollinger Bands are starting to pinch here, so it looks like we have a move coming. If you go back, let's take a look at the 15 on that one. So we have a little gap up here. If we do take this level out right here, we have this little gap up here we can go after. If we push today. With the numbers coming in today, the market can do anything. CVX on the 20 here, trying to push. Actually, that's the 9, still holding the 9 on support. Say crude's down right now, so not sure how the energy plays will act. I thought that the crude numbers that come in yesterday were actually bullish. Figured that the market would have been looking for a much larger number than 648,000 barrels per day added for next month. Halliburton still struggling with this level. So we have this cup. This could pull back and form a handle. Still worth watching. QQQ, strong move yesterday. Once again, just like Apple, you have that candle pattern that's called the rising 3. This is kind of like a rising 2. Have definitely made money being one candle short, but have seen stocks make huge moves with that candle pattern. So the Q's right into resistance here, gap down. The 50 is the area to watch for support right now. You can actually look in this area right here as well. That would probably put us exactly right where we are. So it's come back and retested this area right here. I need to get a price on that. The 10-year still watching this bear flag down here. I'm sorry, this is the 20-year bond. Still watching this bear flag down here. Below all the major moving averages now. If we break out of this bear flag to the downside, we will be looking for put plays. IWM, nice move yesterday. It actually took the resistance out, but it did gap back below this resistance level this morning, and holding the 50 right there as support for now, just like a lot of other stocks. MRL been trading pretty sideways. This had made such a huge move for over a week. It was new highs every day, constantly pushing, and then we consolidated here in between these two levels, still holding this level for support. Facebook, a nice recovery yesterday. It was on our radar as well. It's one of the ones we talked about in pre-market. Looked good. The recovery from the big pullback from the lady leaving. Got that got that news. We snatched back yesterday. It took back all of it. So it recovered the whole move, all the price that it lost, it was able to recover. You can also see it's put in a little, it's kind of rough, but it's put in a little cup. We did, yesterday we did push up a little above this area, but we're kind of putting in a cup with a handle here on the 15, but you can see where we pulled back on that news. We took, got all that move back plus some. So very strong move yesterday. MRO, you can see we're trying to flag into the 9 here, which is good because you can see how far we were extended. That's kind of what I'm watching for some of these energy plays. Let's see what we do if we can pull back into the 9 and see if we can get another push. Oxy, see the price is wedging here. Coming in, we gapped down this morning out of the wedge. So now this wedge would be resistance. See what we do today. Oxy's daily. SOFI did push yesterday. Nothing special. Wasn't leading the market. It just pushed up with the market. Still under this trend line. So this trend line here is a huge area for Oxy. If we can't take this trend line out, just watch for downside. The SPY, nice little flag here. So you got this rounded bottom. We took the trend out, put in a nice little flag. Yesterday we pushed above it. Unfortunately, like I say, we have gapped down this morning. With these numbers coming in today, anything can happen. The market can go in any direction. You can see we kind of put in yesterday. We touched Wednesday's bottom. So we kind of put a double bottom in here and we pushed on that. Very nice move yesterday. Added Tesla. You can see right here, kind of got that falling 2 pattern. It actually should be a falling 3. It's a candle short. But I have made money with being a candle short. So we have took this 20 out, and you can see the 20's been a big area. The whole month of May, we never got above it, and then one day we did get above it. We got snatched back down below it. So we haven't been above that 20 in a while until now. So we're watching a 20 for support. See, we pushed up into resistance, gap down this morning, big gap down. So I would watch this 132.77-ish area for support. Maybe we can come down, touch that, then push up. If we take that out, look for this gap fill down here. So 707.55 is the top of your gap. UNG, natural gas is down. If we were to take this support level out, we could continue to pull down. We could get a bounce off this support level. It all depends on what these natural gas numbers do today. If they pull the market back with the non-farm payroll numbers, I would expect them to go after the commodity plays again. So Upstart, we've been talking about how the 20 is a huge area. Tried to take it out yesterday or the day before. We did close above it yesterday. And this morning it has not gapped down as much as a lot of others. You can see yesterday here we dipped, come down, retesting the same area right now. Same area that held support over here. We could push off of this. It all depends on these numbers today. Wells Fargo. This 50 is a big area. The 9's coming up to help push. The 50 is a big area there on the daily. You can see on the 15s, pretty flat compared to a lot of the other stocks. The banks were definitely not leading yesterday. ExxonMobil still grinding up. Watching that 9 to catch up to the price for a push up. Zim had a nice day yesterday. You can see bounced off the 20, this trend line. Could have tried an entry on this trend line. Could have tried a better entry, more conservative, would have been a break over this support here, which was resistance. Getting over it would be support. Looks like we're back above the 9 on the daily. That's a big area. I would watch and see if we hold the 9 at open this morning, if we are above that area. Well, I hope everybody has a good day. I hope to see you in the trading room. Keep an eye on these numbers coming in. Most of the numbers come in before market open, which is good for us. Have a good day.